that's here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope from sideline to touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope from sideline to touchdown. I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Run past the 30-yard line there.
Out of the
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets them behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Breaks a tackle. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Hey! Defense. 53 is the mic. Oh, you got D? 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now it's Edwards. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Making the tackle there, Cornelder. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. First down gets him a yard to the 26. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. Jets, nothing.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a run with Edwards. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Edwards. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Edwards. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Tannehill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now it's Crowder. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Mark 56. Mark 56.
falls here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Jets' 34-yard line.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The ball carrier.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Returning it, Johnson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going up top for Herndon downfield.
And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rosa set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He hits White, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Shift. Block.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
53.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Choose the mic. Don't say nothing. Zero. 2. Go. Mike, 2. Watch, go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Again, on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Again, it's Edwards. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
10 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Good. Makes the score Titans 30, Jets 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Titans 37, Jets 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Crowder. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Jets.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 19 right. 54.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Jets.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 30. 53. Block. Come on. Sponge.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
3 down. Mike 2. Mike.
They snap it to Tannehill. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Waiting. Play. Mike 2. Watch 2. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Tannehill going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for them. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. but he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.